morning, Abby. It's Monday, and wait a minute. This isn't just a regular video. This is the day before Halloween. I can't just do a regular video. I gotta do something a little more atmospheric. I got it. I wanted to have the blinds closed because I thought it would make things look a little more spooky, but if I have the blinds closed, you actually just can't see me at all, so. So for the first time in like 4 years, I'm actually going to be trick-or-treating tonight. Yeah, I'm going to be going as Mario because, I mean, Mario's taken over my soul at this point. I have this mustache on a stick contraption because, like, I couldn't think of any better way to get the mustache, so now I'm just gonna be like, it's me, Mario. And it's gonna be super awkward, but, like, I'm down for awkward. Anyway, I promised that this video would be, like, at least halfway spooky, so, I find it interesting that today we celebrate Halloween by letting children wander the streets begging for candy, whereas it was originally a pagan celebration to honor and venerate the dead. It's kind of like how when I was a kid, Christmas and Easter weren't really about Jesus, they were more about, like, getting to eat candy, and I suppose this was done because children have, like, very, very short attention spans, and the only way to get them to shut up was to promise them that they would get candy at the end if they did, which, I mean, is a fairly accurate system, because if you told me that you would get me a Nintendo Switch and Super Mario Odyssey and Turtles All the Way Down if I just, like, sat through one church service without making one single sarcastic comment, you can bet that freaking Nintendo Switch that for that church service I will be an absolute angel. As in, you will literally think that God himself sent an angel down from heaven to attend that church service. I don't know why God would do that, but he works in mysterious ways. But I don't think bribery is the way to go with teaching children things, because, like, if you did that to me in that example, the only thing I would remember from that church service probably is the feeling of leaving and getting started on Turtles All the Way Down. This is something that I generally find to be ineffective about churches, because, like, sure, when you're as a kid in Sunday school, you learn about, like, Noah's Ark and all the, like, basic Bible story stuff, but, like, all the implications of, like, religion don't really sink in until you get older. And that is why I think that we should not have baby baptisms, because if we have adult baptisms only, then the baptisms would mean a lot more to the people getting baptized, and, you know, they would actually remember it. But, you know, I don't want to get in a fight with anyone, so I'm just gonna shut up right now. Overall, it just kind of feels like children don't really get the full experience of things. They just get handed their coloring book and told to just color in it and listen, which they don't listen because, you know, they're coloring. And, like, to me, that just feels wrong. I feel like candy and crayons are not the answer here, but then again, children do have short attention spans, so, like, I don't know what we should do with them. That is our question of the day. Should we try and, like, explain things to children, or should we just give them candy so that they'll shut up? Now, I will acknowledge that in some cases, this is a good tactic. For example, when I was, like, 8 years old in church, I noticed that the word virgin was always attached to Mary's name, and I didn't know what that meant, so I kept asking my mom what a virgin was, and eventually she said that she would give me a chunk of her candy if I just shut up and stopped asking her, which I accepted, and I am very, very glad that I accepted, because 8-year-old Molly was not ready for that talk. But I don't know, in most cases, like, bribing children with candy just doesn't feel right. I don't even know anymore. Abby, it turns out that there is a techno remix of the Super Mario Odyssey song, and I will be seeing you tomorrow and this song for the rest of my life.
Here we go!
It's a me, Mario, except I don't have an M on my hat, and I've got a weird sticky thing on my mustache. It's a me, Mario, and there's a stupid train out the side of my window that won't just leave so that I can continue on with the video, and it's making me very mad.